right, this is Crestview Wine and Spirits. This video is going to serve as a material list and to document where we're going to be working. So I am on the back side of on the bottom side of the building here. This is going to be the the southwest side of the building right here at the very back. You can see we have a leak right through here. You see that white dot right there. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing, this is a trim piece right here to expose that down there, and then we're going to remove this first panel right through to here. So right through where I'm pointing. So we're going to do that, remove this thing. What I think's happening is that flashing's cut short right there in the very corner. We're going to go in and fix all that, extend that back out, probably cut out some of the stucco. I'm going to re-flash that in. We're going to dry that all back in, clean up all this sealant along the way so water can get a clear channel back out of the building. Put those panels back together right through here from the bottom corner all the way to the top corner, top edge there, plus that first kick out. We're going to put an extension on here, 2 inch extension. So we're going to need a 3-inch piece of metal, do it in some type of tan similar to this. We're going to take these screws out right here. We're going to screw that flashing right into here, extend it down 2 inches. We're going to do that through this panel here, about 35 feet. Then this kick out, this has already been accomplished right up there. And then through here about another 25 feet. So we're talking 60 foot of this flashing. We're going to install same concept right up here, down, tie it in. Go to our second leak issue is right up here. Now we think it's leaking from the front of the building, but just as an abundance of caution, we are going to take off the panel that has this piece right here. We're going to take that off. Actually, correction, we're going to leave that on. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here and pull the panel back enough that we can 3/4 and tape this seam right here. So we're going to clean out all this caulking. We're going to pull this panel, unscrew here, pull that back. We're going to 3/4 that in all the way through here. You see there's a gap right there. I want to get that gap completely closed. Make sure water's not running in there. Then come up here to the main issue. Talk a little bit extensively what we're doing. You can see that white dot in here. Where we've tracked this down to is we think the water is coming right up there on that seam. So same deal, we're going to be extending the flashing down just like they did right here. We'll take that same flashing because ours is going to be a little longer, move it right over to this first one right here. But we're going to take off panel right here. We're going to take off this panel right here. We're going to take off this piece of cap trim all the way to right here. I want that whole thing off so we can kind of see what's going in there. I don't believe there's a flashing system behind this, where those two panels, where the panels come across right here. So we're going to take a piece of V-flashing, something 4x4 basically, and we're going to extend it out there. We're also going to clean this whole thing up. We're going to 3/4 the whole thing in, and we're going to see back here if there's not a gap in there that's causing a leak in this very corner. So we're going to take care of that. We need to bring a little bit of TPO with us, just so we can wrap it over the top of this to make sure it's not leaking somewhere in this corner from the very top side. Then we're going to reinstall this metal. We're going to 3/4 the top seam. We're going to be careful because you can see that from the front of the building. 3/4 that top seam. We're going to 3/4 all the way down this seam right here, all the way to the bottom. I want to be really careful we don't back up water right here in this corner. So material list, we need a 10-foot piece of some type of 4x4 V metal. Anything will work color wise because we're going to cover it back up. We're going to be doing, what did we say, 25, about 60 foot of a 3-inch piece to extend down there. I want to make sure it's hemmed or kicked out, either one works. On one side, we're going to screw that in. We're probably going to need 3 bags of screws. These are the 5/16 head oversized screws. I don't remember what size they are, but we don't want to do the 1/4 inch heads and have a bigger screw. We're going to need some butyl tape, probably 2 or 3 rolls, which we have in the shop. We're going to need, let's bring 5 tubes of Everseal and a roll of 6-inch fabric. And that should pretty well cover our deal. So in addition, other little detail stuff I want to clean up. Right through here, this seam, everywhere they've got this thing coated, I want to clean this thing up really good. Take some Everseal and some fabric, coat that thing over. When it's done, we're going to have to cover that fabric up with some type of acrylic top coat. So I think we have some Karnak at the shop, just anything we have available. It's white and we want some nice clean lines on it. But I want to turn that thing right up there, right through here, and down here. Nope, guys, I think I lied to you. There isn't much down there. But we'll take a look at this and see what we have going right down here. So again, to recap, we have 3 leaks. Leak here, leak right in the middle on this wall, and a leak up there in the very corner. We're going to be tearing panels off in all 3 of those spots. We're going to add a 3-inch piece of flashing, and we'll have 2 inches exposed down here along this and that front sidewall. We're going to put a 4x4 piece of metal in the back here, right where that V-notch is in, and we're going to make sure that water can freely flow down there, and we're going to 3-course all that in as well. So extra time we have, we're going to use that to clean up down here at this bottom, use some Everseal and get that painted in with some Karnak to cover it up, just to kind of clean this thing up and make it look a whole lot better.